Yes, lads, welcome back to the channel. How are we all doing? Welcome back to Touchline Facts. And first and foremost, make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you subscribe if you're new and all that good jazz. And today we're going to be discussing a recent hot topic in the Manchester United fan base, the Manchester United fan room, this regarding a legend of the football club and the current captain of the football club. For those of you that don't know, I'm sure you all do. If you live on the rock, if you've been off social media for a few days and you're watching this, well, here's the context. So basically, obviously, Roy Keane, Ian Wright, Gary Neville. What's the woman's name? Is it Jill Scott or something like that? I don't know. It's her name. I think that's her name. And they get like a guest on usually, but there's no guest on this week, I don't think. Have their own show on the Sky Sports called The Overlap, and they discuss recent football things and topics, have general football chat, to be honest with you. Sometimes it is quite entertaining, if I can't lie. But usually it's Jamie Carragher as well, to be fair, on there, and Jamie Carragher's usually on there. Sometimes obviously the fan review where they get fans on. They don't actually get proper fans on, though. They get mutants that don't even know their own football clubs, like that Arsenal fan. They get them type of people. But yeah, for those who don't know, basically Ian Wright and Roy Keane had a sort of a clash regarding Bruno Fernandes. And basically, Roy Keane said a few things about him. That talent's not enough. I heard some people say that he questioned his work rate, which I didn't see, but maybe he did. I didn't hear, sorry, but maybe he did. I've only watched it once. I haven't gone back and watched it. I can't be asked. But yeah, he has, as I say, he apparently questioned his work rate, which is one thing I will say he's definitely wrong on. And yeah, he's questioned that talent's not enough. Do you get what I'm saying? And Ian Wright was basically saying things that I say, like when people sit there and go, oh, this player carried you to here. This player's carried this here. He carried us to Europe. He carried us there. I'm talking about like just in general with all football clubs, all English football clubs. It's like, carried you to where? Where did they carry you to? Do you know what I'm saying? Where did they carry you to? Because if we're 15th, I'm not going to be happy with him carrying us. Do you know what I'm saying? Sort of thing. And that's basically what they had. They sort of had a clash. And yeah, all in all, I really want to discuss, like, was Roy Keane right? Well, first and foremost, let's get it straight down to the facts. If Roy Keane questioned Bruno Fernandes' work rate, there's one thing that Bruno Fernandes, and I'm not Bruno's biggest fan, as you people that do watch me know. There's one thing about Bruno Fernandes' work rate that you cannot deny. This geezer does not stop working, and my camera's gone out of focus. This geezer, there's one thing about him, yeah, that does not like that is consistent 100%, and it's his work rate. Yeah, he will run up and down 90 minutes. He'll do it on a Saturday. He'll do it twice on a Sunday. He'll do it on a Wednesday. He'll do it 3 times a week if he has to. He'll do it. He will non-stop run his socks off for the team. That is one thing. He will non-stop press, sometimes to his own detriment, because I don't like how he does that sometimes. Sometimes the geezer will just lose his head and get a rush of blood to the head, and Bruno Fernandes runs around the pitch. Yeah, and then that leaves a massive gaping hole in his actual position, because you're supposed, when it comes to pressing, you're supposed to do structured pressing, which is one thing I've looked at Bruno and he's not done over the years. Maybe that's also because of coaching. He needs to be coached in him. But sometimes the geezer just has a head loss, rush of blood to the head, as I say, and starts chasing the centre back and the left back, and then they just play around him, and all of a sudden they've got massive space to run into, because Bruno Fernandes should be in the midfield in the 8, protecting and sitting in the shape and helping his teammates and things like that. That's sometimes to his detriment, how much he works and how much he wants to run and things like that. That is one thing that you can never criticise Bruno Fernandes for. But Roy Keane is right, though. He's wrong on that if he said that. I didn't hear him say that, but if he did say that, he's wrong on that. He is right, though, on the regarding Bruno Fernandes and what's it called? What am I going to say? Bruno Fernandes and he carried us. Where would we be without Bruno? Well, where was we before Bruno? Because we finished 6th in the 3 seasons before Bruno. We finished 6th, 2nd, and 6th with 2 trophies. And I believe we got to 3 finals. Yeah, 3 finals in those 3 years. Where would we be without Bruno? Because keep hearing this, we're the second most successful club in England. Since Bruno's rocked up here, we've won 2 trophies. We didn't win a trophy for his first 4 years. And Liverpool and Man City have won trophies every year. Where would we be without Bruno? Let's have a bit of respect. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is, once again, I will say, yeah, for all the United fans that are backing Bruno over Keane, is the same ones that were backing Martinez over Scholes, is hilarious. You're choosing players that have done nothing but fail at our football club. And listen, Bruno Fernandes has turned up in big games. And we're going to get on to that. We're going to discuss more. He's turned up in big games. Of course he has. The FA Cup final, he was unreal. Go back and watch it. Not just his assist, his actual game was unreal. Do you know what I'm saying? Even Anfield a few weeks ago or a few months ago, unreal. Unreal he was, especially in that second half. Yeah, I'm not saying he hasn't had good games and he hasn't turned up in big games for us. Of course he has. But I'm just giving you what I feel like that people need to catch on to, yeah? We should never back Bruno Fernandes or Martinez over Scholes and Keane. We should never slate Roy Keane and start downplaying Roy Keane for Bruno Fernandes. And we should never downplay Paul Scholes for Martinez. We should never downplay Gary Neville for Ruben Amorim. That's one thing we're starting to do, is downplay legends of our football club that are giving us not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 league titles Paul Scholes has given us. 8 Gary Neville's given us. 5 or 6 Roy Keane gave us. Champions Leagues for players that are currently, and a manager that's currently got us in 15th. That's one thing I will say. But yeah, as I'm saying, now let's get on to this topic. Well, you know what I'm saying, we'll carry on with the topic. Roy Keane basically had a little thing off with Ian Wright saying he's not a good captain. I agree, by the way, he isn't a good captain. He's very not. He's too emotional. He's too emotional. And people can sit there and go, Roy Keane can't talk about emotional. Maybe not, but Roy Keane was a leader. I don't think Bruno Fernandes is a leader. I don't think he's respected enough in the dressing room. I've seen him, you know, try and do the team talk for Portugal. And what's his face? Ronaldo and Bernardo look at each other going, like, giving each other dirty looks because they like sarcastic looks. Do you get what I mean? So I don't think he's a leader. I don't think he's respected in the dressing room. I don't think he's respected for his national team either. So Roy Keane's spot on that, which they all agreed on, to be fair. Even Ian Wright agreed on it. But yeah, this whole thing in football that I don't quite get is, where would we be without Bruno? Bruno's carried us to 15th. If he carries me to a trophy this season, fair enough. Fair enough. I'll say fair enough. He kind of did it last year because he was brilliant in the FA Cup final. Yeah, he kind of did it last year. If he carries us to something. But carrying us to 15th is not a flex. And it's not a thing you should stand on in an argument, personally. But let me know what you lot think, innit? That's just a general chat. That's my thoughts and feelings if you lot wanted to know, people that do watch me on these comments. But yeah, big up to every one of you. Subscribe if you're new, like the video, and bosh.